just want to be her for your mom to your pop to the beat to the bird, man.
Thanks, Coach. Well, the sun has gone down and the mercury going down as well. To be expected, I guess, here on an autumn night just outside of D.C. at FedEx Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Washington Redskins. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
We go! 10 Lobo.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Chopper! Chopper! Hey! Wahoo!
Watch the boot. 24 is the mic. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
Let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's go, baby. Check, 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 check.
6-6, bullet high. Hey, exit. 5.
2nd and 6. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He got 29 yards that time.
Let's go, let's go.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
Mike 59. Yeah. Charlie.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Martinez. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53. Check tight. Check tight. Check tight. Check. 53 is Mike. Delta. 53 is Mike. Okay, double up.
Here's Martinez. From the gun, he'll throw. Now the pressure gets to him again. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Never ideal conditions in the snow for a kicker, but the first test on the opening drive, he passed it.
He certainly did. You know what the unit told me was their biggest issue playing in the snow? You just worry about something getting in your eye as the ball is snapped, and then you might miss it, and there goes 3 points off the board.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Let's go, defense.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
64, weak. Yes, yes.
On first and 10, Clifford. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Even. 4 down. Even. 24 is the mic. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go.
Throwing again. Clifford. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
1 sec. 24 is the mic. Switch.
X3, 218, chopper. Hey, Foxtrot. Look at me, zipper.
Go. 24 is the mic. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. 24 is the mic. Let's go, D.
To throw on third down, Clifford eluding the pressure right. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Had to pass there, third and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for third and short, because when it's third and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Raiders will take over now, first and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start first and 10. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
It's a second and 2 at the 27-yard line.
53, Mike. Check. 53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike.
Now Martinez looking to throw on second down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Christian Kirksey leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Check.
On third down, Martinez. The open man is Shark. It's complete. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. DJ Chark, 79 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Clifford looking deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. The Redskins send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Alert 3. Let's go.
2nd and 4. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there.
Go.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. all year long, he's made big plays and continues to do so. Imagine if he has a big game here. If so, he could vault himself right into the #1 spot.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Go, go. Hey.
24 is the mic. Rip right.
Shoot.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18. Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
24 is the mic. Get that quarterback. And all
Go.
24 is the mic. Here we go. D all day. Defense all day.
Get it.
To throw again. Clifford. Man open. It's Goodwin. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. 1st and 10 at the 19. Operating from the gun. Clifford. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
4 down. Check.
General West.
Shit.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Clifford. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
24 is the mic. You don't want none. Pick up the ball.
From the gun, Clifford. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. A great effort there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point safely through. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? He said,
there he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A great play there. with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. Zuerlein good with a PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. To throw is Martinez. Throwing on first down. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Second down and inches. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception to see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
18 Gator, 22 Jet Bomber, 22 Jet Bomber. Hey, orbit. Shoot.
On first down, Clifford. Forced out to his left. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Raiders pick it up. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. This quarterback now just 6 of 15 through the air. Not good, but 1st and 10 here. Operating from the gun, Clifford. Looking left side, and it's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Throwing on first down, Clifford. And the Raiders have got him.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Hey, Delta.
Check 3.
Rocket. Now.
Watch the slant.
Buzz.
Looking to throw. Clifford. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Brings up second and 8 at the Redskins' 34-yard line.
Martinez now to throw on second down. Got a man. It's Brown. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Martinez on 1st and 10. He gets it to Cooks. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
First and goal, Raiders.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Check. Check. 53's Mike. That's right, baby. They don't want it. 53's the Mike. 53. Check 53. Okay, just like that. Just like that.
Here's Martinez operating from the gun to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brings up second and goal from the 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
I'm here all day.
Back to throw. Martinez looking end zone, but it's incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. But now it's 3rd and goal. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Zerline's kick is good. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
We're going to work.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now Martinez on first down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2nd and 3. This will be caught by Brown. Oh, another great move. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 60 Pittsburgh. You better bring it. Joker, 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 Joker. Zoom, fellas, let's go. H3, 218, chopper, chopper. Ready.
On 1st and 10, Martinez. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Charlie. Now, 53, General, West. Ready. Mike, 57.
To throw is Martinez from the gun on 3rd down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. George Kittle, his 6th touchdown of the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Zuerlein good with a PAT, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And he's going to go down again. Carl Lawson, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. The Redskins send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The road to be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
Give them a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Check 53. Hey, Delta. Coming. Let's go.
Martinez now throwing on first down. And that's complete to Cooks. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Here's 2nd and 8. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. DJ Chark with touchdown number 20 on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Going to give this time to the tailback. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's got his target. That's Moore. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Looking to throw. Clifford. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is, and this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy. And you.
Now a hit and a loose football. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
He takes this to the 15. A flashy juke. That got him a couple extra yards. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
I got you. I got you.
Martinez throwing on 4th down. Being chased out left. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well, in college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill, and defenders weren't quite as adept at that. In the NFL, they work on that as well. They realize once he's out of the pocket, you can knock a receiver down. You can take him out of the play that way. You can make
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Back to throw. Clifford under pressure again, and down he goes again. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I... And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Flush to his right. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. That catch is number 819 of his career. It ties him with Hall of Famer Steve Largent,
who did things largely below the radar. Not this guy. 819 catches, that speaks loudly in volumes.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd and 10. Here's Martinez. From the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10.
You got X3, 218.
On 1st down, Clifford. Deep ball for Goodwin. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 41. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Bravo! 58, boys, 58. Yep. And let's get that high. Check 3, check 3.
On 4th down, Martinez. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take it? And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 28, and the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows, you may meet up with this team again.
And it's a fumble, and the Raiders pick it up. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Give them a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And then when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great. What a game to put